Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. So across this video I might for you, and I thought to share with you guys where this pan-colored woman is all crying about how she's so done rationing bacons to her little ones, and she just so tired, frustrated, and this got people reacting, and I was able to put up some stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovely, let's dive into it.
I have hit the point that when I see a Harris Wall sign, it enrages me. Everything is so expensive. Our grocery bill is $500 a week. So when I see celebrities and elites with trust funds get on TV and tell me what's morally right, I'm infuriated. Because you tell me what's morally right about rationing bacon to your children. You tell me what's morally right about not being able to afford Christmas for your children. Under President Trump, my family was thriving.
So last year you were crying because the cost of everything was too high. You had to ration bacon. You couldn't buy your kids socks. Your husband's job wasn't adding up to what it had used to add up to. And you guys were spending like $400 to $500 on groceries each week. And it just was untenable. And you would get so mad because people like Whoopi Goldberg would get on here and tell you it was the moral choice to vote for Kamala Harris. But I mean, in your words, like, who are they to tell you that when they're all rich elites with like trust funds and all that type of stuff? So how dare they tell you like what the moral choice is when you were suffering the economic consequences in your mind of Joe Biden? So you got the guy that you voted for, the literal elite Nepo baby, who's given the government over to a whole bunch of other elite Nepo babies who are now gutting the government and taking things out of many of the things that your family depends on in terms of services and supports within the government. And they're taking that to put money back into the money of the real elites, not Whoopi Goldberg, but into the pockets of actual billionaires, right? But suddenly the tears are gone. The tears have evaporated. Like I can't find them. Because see, nothing is cheaper anymore. It's not like you're having less of a time buying bacon, or easier time buying bacon now, but the tears are gone, which is very suspicious to me because it's almost as if a certain campaign had a big budget for social media influencers who looked a certain way and sounded a certain way and could cry on cue to relate to people that they wanted to cross over to vote against their own interests. And to say that it was about prices and all that, when actually at the end of the day, it was just good old-fashioned racism. And as long as he keeps delivering on racism, you guys will stay in the fold.
Okay, I want everybody to go back and watch that whole video. All right? What you are seeing is MAGA tears. MAGA tears. All right? She said, if I see a bumper sticker with Harris Walls on there, it enrages me. What do you mean it enrages you? What are you fucking talking about? We tried to warn you about this. We tried to warn you that if that orange buffoon got elected, this is probably what was going to happen. We warned you over and over and over and over again, but you wouldn't listen. Trump is the one that said he was going to solve inflation on day one. But you know what he did instead? He went ahead and renamed the Gulf of Mexico. Right? He said the Ukrainian war was going to be over day one when he got in office. But you know what he did instead? Picked a fight with Canada, the Panama Canal, and Greenland. These are the things that he's most concerned about. Not your tears. He couldn't care less. And stop saying, well, under Trump's first term, I had a really great... It's because he was coasting on Obama's coattails. How many times do we have to tell you that? Stop! Stop spreading misinformation, because what you're saying is misinformation. Okay? It's misinformation. And by the way, if you're struggling, get a second job. I did. When I wasn't getting any child support from my ex-husband and I needed to take care of my children, I got a second job. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You got to do what you got to do. You're not the only one that's ever had to deal with a tough situation. You're not the only one that's ever had to deal with inflation and the high cost of things. There's a lot of us that have had to deal with it. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't get on TikTok. Of course, there was no TikTok during those days. But I didn't get on any social media platform and cry about it. I sucked it up and I did what I needed to do to take care of my children. Period. So if you want to blame anybody at all, blame your orange Jesus. Blame him because he couldn't care less about you. He couldn't care less about you. Unlike Kamala Harris and Joe Biden that genuinely cared about the American people. That's it.
When I see a
White women, I know you hate to see my black ass coming, but the bitch is back. You already know what time it is. All rise, court is now in session. Quick PSA before we get started. A hit dog will always holler. Call your local veterinarian. Now let's get to open arguments. Everything that's going on in this country right now, especially with regard to this current administration, is the direct result of white women's laziness, cowardice, and incompetence. Or as the French would call you, les incompetents. Bonus points if you get that reference. As white women, you have a direct connect to white men, which means that you have been and you still are in the very rooms where conversations are had, plans are hatched, and decisions are made, and yet you do nothing. As far as the trickle-down patriarchy is concerned, your only perk is your white privilege, and you are so desperate to hang on to it that you stay silent, and instead you choose to ride the coattails of the very white men that's taking away your fucking rights and are actively working to take away your freedom. And yet and still, you manage to possess the fucking caucasity to walk around like you Mary fucking Magdalene. Meanwhile, you just gave white men the keys to the very fucking kingdom that they've been building this whole time in front of your face. White women are not rooted in reality nor realness. You're rooted in perception, which aptly explains why you're so selfish, self-centered, and self-serving. And it is because you are rooted in perception that you don't like confrontation and you don't like being called out. Because upon doing so, the fallacy that you've created for yourself is immediately destroyed. And so your immediate knee-jerk reaction is to pull out the white women tears or the unity card, or sometimes it's a combination of both. You seem to be under this impression that this is the time for black women and white women to stand together as one and unite. So my question to you is, as it pertains to said unity, which black women would you like to unite with? Is it the black women such as myself that you're so quick to call loud, aggressive, and ghetto whenever we assert ourselves with you? Or we say or do something that you don't like or understand, even though it wasn't meant for you in the first fucking place? Is it the black women that you call welfare queens, knowing full well that the largest recipients of government assistance are white? Is it the black women that you report to HR because we don't say good morning to you? Or smile on command to appease you? Or tell you what we do on our weekends off because that's our personal fucking business and you're not entitled to that information? Is it the black women that work in retail and customer service that you not only berate, but falsely report to management and corporate because you don't get the refund, discount, or level of service you demanded, oftentimes resulting in us losing our livelihoods? Is it the black women, the overqualified black women in corporate America that you consistently lie on, sabotage, and steal promotions from because you know your mediocrity would not get you the position otherwise? Is it the same black women that you treat condescendingly the moment you don't get the immediate praise and gratitude you seem to think you're entitled to? Is it the black women whose style and aesthetic you carbon copy only to repackage and rebrand it as something you invented? Is it the black women whose content and creativity you still verbatim and profit millions of dollars off of it? All the while refusing to both credit and compensate the very black women you stole from. Are those the black women that you would like to unite and stand as one with you? As far as divisiveness is concerned, you hypocritical assholes are the common denominator, and you always have been. White women are the creators of exclusivity, and by extension, division. For centuries, up until present day, white women continue to orchestrate the plot and then immediately pretend to not understand the plight. You are not the victims you're desperate to be. You're the perpetrators. This case is not closed, but court is adjourned. Have the fucking day you deserve.
Believe me, if Donald Trump is president again, at some point or another, that ugliness will touch all of our lives. And it will not matter what you look like, how you worship, who you love, or how you vote. If you don't make 6 or 8 or 12 figures, if you're not famous, if you criticize or disagree with him in any way, if he doesn't view you as his equal or relevant to his ambitions, I promise you, he will not think about you when he gets into the Oval Office. Let me take a minute to help folks.
See, only if y'all would have voted for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, we wouldn't be going through none of this crap, man. None of this crap, man. And y'all Latino, man, who thought y'all was getting no tax on overtime, all that crap. See what y'all did, man. See what y'all did trying to be close to the white man. You see? And to them black Trump supporters who thought y'all was getting stimmy checks and stuff like that. See what y'all did, man? The world is on fire right now, man. The Dow Jones is crashing, man. Our allies don't want to have nothing to do with us no more, man. We got rid of this dude one time. And y'all brought this dude back in the White House. And it ain't even day to day no more. It's minute to minute with this dude, man. See what y'all did, man? Not vote for Kamala, man. This is crazy, man. Y'all was that upset with that black lady that y'all brought this monster back into the White House, man. That we already got rid of him, man. He's supposed to been gone like for good. But y'all decided to bring this dude back. And now y'all see what's happening to America. The fucking America is burning from west to east, man, and he ain't doing nothing, man. We wouldn't have no Elon Musk problem if y'all would have voted for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, man. Look, I don't want to hear about nobody regretting their vote, man, because we in a monster mess right now, man, because of y'all, man, because of y'all that want to vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, man. This is crazy what we going through. And I'm not talking to Mega, man. Y'all, Trump. Fuck y'all, man. I'm talking about the people who know better, man. Y'all know better, man. Y'all knew this dude was a maniac, but y'all decided to put him back in the Oval Office, and now he causing America to be trashed to the ground, man. Y'all know better, man. It's just crazy, man. Only if y'all would have voted for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, we wouldn't be going through none of this, man. Y'all ain't getting nothing that y'all voted for, man. Gas still high, eggs still high. Now people losing their job, they losing everything, man. And y'all voted for this, man, after we already had got rid of him, man. They tried to impeach him like 1,500 times, man. But yet they brought this dude back, man. And now America is a joke to everybody, man. When we had a chance, we already had got rid of him already, man. It's 300 million people in this world, man. And we decided to bring this dude back to run our country to the ground, man. I blame y'all, especially those Latino men, especially those old black people who voted for Trump, man, and them white women also, man. Y'all did this, man. Y'all the problem, man. Y'all the reason why this country going to hell. Because of y'all, man. Y'all don't want to listen, man. Y'all didn't want to give a black lady a chance, man. When she told y'all her policy, what she gonna do. But y'all didn't care, man. Y'all wanted this man in office so bad, man. And now we getting number bullshit, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, man.
Sometimes when I see first ladies are made for you. I just scroll. But this particular one actually got my attention. So she's all out crying about her groceries, and she's, rationing bacons and what have you, all of the complaints, and she's even putting all of her frustration to celebrities with trust fund, and trying not to, like, she don't want them to talk about moral and what is not morals and all of that. And the thing is that, who are you going to blame for all of these things that is befalling, that is happening to you right now? Is it that you never knew that stuff like this might actually happen? No, definitely you knew that things like this might happen, but you never knew that it's going to affect you personally. This was what I was talking in my previous video. I was like, so many of these people who actually voted for, or so many of these MAGA supporters are now crashing out, all because they are beginning to feel what people that looks like me have been feeling, and decided to tell them that, oh, you have to do things right. If not, you might actually start feeling what we have been telling you guys for a very long time. You had all of your time to do the right thing. You have all of your time to make your research. You have all of your time to, in this world. But guess what? You knew that this, actually does not care about any other person but themselves. But you still do not want to accept that fact. You think that miracle will happen. Have you ever seen the miracle happens when something is so obvious? So you think because he's definitely going to focus his energy to deal with some certain group of people and not to deal with something. Like, people actually forget that when grocery prices skyrocket, right? The grocery does not look if you're black, white, yellow, purple, or green, or red. It does not look at your face. Things will just keep on going higher. It's all about who has the highest pay. The thing is that you guys knew about this. You were warned severally about this. You were told, but you still acted so, I don't care. What I know is that since a black woman or a colored woman or woman is not going to be there, any other person should just be there. And because of that thing, you guys are now here crying, and now here looking for whom to abortion blames. Like, just like the other sister, your sister advised, get a second job, get a third job, get a fourth job. She also advised you that she has been in that, scenario, and she locked it up, she buckled it up and got a job. Maybe you should do the same thing and just keep on, than to keep on complaining, because no matter how you complain, from now till the next 4 years, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. It's all left for you to actually do the right thing after 4 years, if there is going to be another. Because the way at which this man, he even goes as far as to talk about how the constitution is unconstitutional. He might probably want to change the constitution and make it to favor him, and he might probably go ahead to run for the third time. And that is what the thing is, that people are complaining and complaining without any solution. People are complaining without solution. There is no need complaining when there is no solution. So the thing is that, buckle up yourself, embrace that energy that you used to put in there, and work more. Work more. Fix yourself, because he does not care. If you feed your little ones or ration your little ones bacon and all of that, he does not care. He does not care about your tears. He doesn't. If you like, ration milk or ration whatsoever, he doesn't. The ball is in your cards. So you have to do the right thing by getting a job. You know, that era of waiting for maybe your husband or waiting for the government or whatsoever you were doing before, is long gone. So you getting food for your little ones depends on you, depends on your capability, because he is not going to do that for you. He's not. He does not even. He doesn't even see this video. He's not even seeing it. So there's no point. You know, you people have a lot of things to do. You have a lot of work to do. The ball is in your court, and people that looks like me are standing down. They are standing down and allowing you to do the work. They are done. They are tired. They are tired and they are done. You were told about this, but you don't want to listen. Anyway, lovely listener, just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We just here for educational and informative purposes. So guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.